Indian Express has learned that Dr. Umar Nabi, who is presumed to have driven the car, Dr. Muzammil Ghani, who also has been arrested, both of them visited Turkey. More than 48 hours later, government termed it as a terror incident. So, will there be cross-border action after Delhi blast, or will the government concentrate on local crackdown, which they have been doing for last 48 hours? Well, Indian Express has learned that government is waiting to have pro bona fide links with our neighbor, and then only come out with further linkages which directly lead them to Pakistan. Interestingly, so far the investigations have revealed that some of the doctors who have been arrested had some links to the foreign soil, which also includes Turkey. Indian Express has learned that Dr. Umar Nabi, who is presumed to have driven the car, and also his accomplice, that is Muzammil Ghani, Dr. Muzammil Ghani, who also has been arrested, both of them visited Turkey. So now the probe is also being done on this aspect as to what led them, why they went to Turkey, or whether this plan to carry out blast in multiple cities in India was hatched in Turkey. So this aspect is being probed by the security agencies. Meanwhile, crackdown in various cities continued on Tuesday also, which included Delhi, Haryana, also Jammu and Kashmir, and some cities of southern India also. Sources indicate that crucial links are being worked upon between those who have been arrested and those who are under scanner, and layer by layer conspiracy is being unraveled. On Tuesday also, the security forces recovered the eco in Haryana. Manhunt for this vehicle was launched immediately after the blast. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who came back from his visit to Bhutan, from Bhutan to Delhi, he chaired a high-level meeting, that is the Cabinet Committee on Security. After the meet, he had a separate meeting with the Union Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, and also National Security Advisor, Mr. Ajit Doval. Finally, 48 hours later after the blast took place, that is, the blast took place, occurred on 10th of November. Now it is 12th of November, more than 48 hours later, government termed it as a terror incident. So far, it was shying away from terming this incident as a terror incident, although the case was registered under UAPA and NIA was probing this matter. Cabinet Minister Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav briefed the media. Let's listen in as to what the minister had to say on what transpired in the meeting.
The Cabinet expressed its profound grief over the loss of lives in the terrorist incident involving a car explosion near the Red Fort in Delhi on the evening of 10th November 2025. The Cabinet observed 2 minutes silence in honor of the innocent lives lost. The Cabinet adopted the following resolution. The country has witnessed a heinous terror incident perpetrated by anti-national forces through a car explosion near the Red Fort on the evening of 10th November 2025. The explosion resulted in multiple fatalities and caused injuries to several others. The Cabinet pays its solemn respects to the victims of this senseless act of violence and conveys its heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. The Cabinet prays for the speedy recovery of all those injured and appreciates the prompt efforts of the medical personnel and emergency responders who have been providing care and support to the victims. The Cabinet unequivocally condemns this dastardly and cowardly act that has led to the loss of innocent lives. The Cabinet reiterates India's unwavering commitment to a policy of zero tolerance towards terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. The Cabinet also recorded its appreciation for the statements of solidarity and support from many governments around the world. The Cabinet notes with appreciation the timely and coordinated response of the authorities, security agencies, and citizens who acted with courage and compassion in the face of adversity. Their dedication and sense of duty are deeply commendable. The Cabinet directs that the investigation into the incident be pursued with the utmost urgency and professionalism so that the perpetrators, their collaborators, and their sponsors are identified and brought to justice without delay. The situation continues to be closely monitored at the highest levels of the government. The Cabinet reaffirms the government's steadfast resolve to safeguard the lives and well-being of all Indians, consistent with its enduring commitment to national security and the safety of every citizen.
Interestingly, the note which was circulated or the press release which was circulated after the Cabinet Committee on Security did not mention Pakistan. Mind you, when Pahalgam attack had taken place, that time immediately the name of Pakistan was had come up in headlines also and in government statements also. So there is a difference as far as how the government is dealing these two cases also. The note, however, tried to reassure the citizens of the country as to the government is in control and it will not bow down to such acts of terror. Although questions are being asked whether this was one of the blast or the last of the blast, or whether this was the only module which was operating or was functional, or whether more such modules are hiding somewhere and the security agencies so far have not been able to detect them. However, our security agencies are working round the clock so that the entire module, if more than one also, are busted. But the people of this country are seeking answers to these questions also. Another question which remains unanswered so far, that why there is a growing radicalization as far as youth of Jammu and Kashmir are concerned, especially the educated lot. Has the government failed or ignored their aspirations, or have also failed to failed to fulfill the promises which were made to them? Whatever the cause, whether it's political, social or economic, the government has failed to address the issue of growing radicalization in Jammu and Kashmir. That is what the opposition is now claiming. In New Delhi, this is Neeta Sharma reporting for Indian Express.